High Spot Podcast here at the Bullet Club Block Party.
Oh, sound more excited, Jeff, than that. Look who we're sitting next to right now. Jesus.
You don't sound excited at all.
I was about to get to go talking to the crown
Well, it
jewel.
was a long night last night. You know,
It was a
G1
long night.
special, so
Thank
you
you.
got 2
There you
hours
go.
sleep.
It was it
No, I'm
is.
talking about Chase, not you.
slept.
Come on, man.
You slept?
Well, I slept for 2 hours and then had to get back here to.
I slept with my eyes open.
This
Me
tremendous.
too. I haven't been to sleep.
This tremendous Bullet Club Block Party. Chase, your thoughts on the turnout?
Oh, I love it. You know, the great fans, because like I've said before, you know, without the fans, there's no us. You know, so everybody's always thank you for what we do, but you know, without you guys, there's no us. So thank you.
And
We're saying the fans, not you, Jeff.
No,
Yeah,
I
not
agree
you
with
per
that.
se. But wait, have you bought a T-shirt?
You know what? Once the lines were done, yes, I will buy a t-shirt. We've been doing interviews here, so now I will get to be the fan once we wrap up here and go, you know.
Okay, then I'll thank you.
Yeah, okay. So Chase, talk about Madison Square Garden last night. It was history-making. We just finished talking to Balak Fale, and again, the thoughts were like, wow, what a tremendous time. MSG, was that the first time you've ever performed at Madison Square
It
Garden?
was. You know, I think it's the first time wrestling's been performed by somebody other than WWF, WWE, and what was it, 50, 60 years or something. So, you know, to be in that atmosphere and to be a part of that was a great feeling. Just knowing the history of that building, you know, walking the halls, you know, you got goosebumps.
Now, talking about the history, too, you were making history as you're a part of that. You know, your name will be edged that you're part of that event, but at the same time, was there nerves, more anticipation looking forward to this? What was the mindset going in?
You know, it just obviously we wanted to come out victorious. You know, but it's a little nerve-wracking just knowing that, you know, it's Madison Square Garden. You know, the last time I felt any nerves like that, you know, was my first Tokyo Dome. You know, in Wrestle Kingdom. So. You know, but again, to be a part of something special like that, you know, it was a true honor, and you know, and I'm happy to be in the company that I'm in.
So the last time that we spoke, Chase, it was under different circumstances. There had been kind of like a little bit of a divide with the Bullet Club, and now you guys seem to have like patched things up, and you guys are now moving on, looking on forward to a lot of things. But for you yourself, what are you looking forward to in the next few months for yourself?
You know, this past month, challenged Juice Robinson for the United States heavyweight title, and unfortunately, I wasn't successful then. But you know, there's 8 months left in 2019, so I can guarantee you that you know, that you haven't seen the last Chase Owens Juice Robinson match of 2019.
And for example, now the Bullet Club last night did gain some titles as you bring home the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, but you know, you guys lose the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and of course the one for Jay White, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Just your thoughts. How do you guys regroup? You know, what's the next thing? What's next for Bullet Club? And what do you tell Jay, you know, after a big loss like that to Okada?
You know, a big loss like that is one of the hardest things as professional wrestlers, but it's how you rebound. You know, and Jay is a tremendous athlete, you know, tremendous leader, and I don't have a doubt in my mind that he's going to be able to do what it takes to once again be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
You said leader. What about him? What do you think about him made him the right guy now for Bullet Club to be the face?
You know, if you know the history, you know, he came to New Japan by knowing, you know, Prince Devitt and Bad Luck Fale. You know, and those were the two original guys. You know, so he's always been somewhat connected, even though, you know, he wasn't always in the group. But I feel, you know, he's been a part of the group, and now more than ever, you know, that I've been here, I think the group's the strongest that it's ever been. You know, it's not just friends. You know, everybody seems like family, and you know, everybody will do whatever it takes to help the other one out.
What would you say to people who are first coming to find out what the Bullet Club is and New Japan Pro Wrestling? What do you think is the one singular thing that helps kind of bridge that gap with new audiences? And it seems like every single time you talk about New Japan, or more importantly the Bullet Club, just it seems like a wider range of audience people get to know who they are and already know who they are before it's even mentioned in terms of your history. What do you think is that one thing that connects you guys with the audience?
It's just the talent. You have guys like AJ Styles, Gallows, Carl Anderson, and for those that didn't know what Bullet Club was before them going to WWE and it getting documented of New Japan and what Bullet Club was, then people started watching. And, and no matter what era, there's always been, great talent. No matter what, you've got guys like Kenny Omega, who's one of the best in the world. Guys like him, AJ, and it's just how long I've been in 4 years. 4 years, and it's everybody's just a great group to be around, and every day we're getting stronger and stronger.
Now, a lot of rumors are suggesting that two former members of Bullet Club, one of the originals, Gallows and Anderson, might not return to WWE, might look for greener pastures, because let's be honest, WWE has dropped the ball. It's not anything on them. Like I talked to the Trentser a long time. It's nothing on them. It's WWE's literally dropped the ball on them. Would Bullet Club would welcome them with open arms?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson, one of the original four.
Yeah.
Gallows came in, 5 or 6 or or something like that, and those guys have still continued to be tight. So I'm sure if they want to come back, they're more than welcome to come back.
One final one for me, Chase. I thank you so much for your time, and I know it's not going to be an easy one to answer just because you are on zero sleep. It's been a tumultuous weekend for you, and in terms of leading up to this event and the build-up for it. But have you had a chance to enjoy it? Meaning, giving yourself the opportunity to be like, you know what, I am part of something pretty historic. There aren't many firsts in professional wrestling that much anymore. Come few and far between, but when you're part of it, it's pretty cool. Us as fans hope that the talent do have a chance to get to do it because they're always going and waiting for the next thing to do. Have you had a chance to enjoy this feeling?
I have. Me and Fale went out sightseeing a little bit. And,
oh, boy.
And, and I did WrestleCon on Friday and Saturday, and that's a little different than here. Here everybody's doing their own thing and just roaming free to hang out and meet everybody. But, like I said earlier, without the fans, there's no us. So anytime you can interact and, and meet these people that have supported you, or have just become supporters or whatever, it's always a great time. So, this is third year I've done WrestleMania weekend, and, and it's always a great time.
The last one for me, Chase. Again, Chase Owens, the crown jewel of the Bullet Club, joining us here on the High Spot Podcast on YouTube, on bodyslam.net.
Crown jewel. I can't wait till he's crowned with some gold around that.
I know, right? The G1 returns to Dallas, I believe, in July 6th. July 6th. New Japan's going to rely heavily on American wrestlers to spread the word of New Japan here in the States. It's done a tremendous job in California, and now you're going into Dallas for on July the 6th. What are you going to try to do to get that message out there for New Japan right before leading up to that event?
I'm just going to do what I do every time, and that's during the matches. No matter what the circumstance, what match, what stipulation, whatever, it's put 100% into it and give the fans the entertainment and the hopefully if they're not a wrestling fan and they just so happen to turn on and see New Japan Pro Wrestling for the first time on Access TV or whatever, hopefully whatever match is on there, will pull them into becoming full-time fans.
Yeah, it starts hitting up now in the summertime. Now you have the G1 tournament, and you select the blocks and everything like that. So it's going to start heat up. Amazingly, G1 Supercard, is just the beginning, and now it's all gonna heat up. And again, Dallas.
Screw the NCAA tournament. Screw the March brackets. The brackets for the G1 is always something.
Exactly.
I didn't compete in a G1 yet. But last year I was on the G1 tour, and that is the most difficult schedule.
Yeah.
You know, and I can only imagine the guys in the tournaments that are having to wrestle, 9, 10 singles matches, 11 singles matches, whatever the singles matches is. You know, I haven't done a lot of singles matches, but, you know, I did 3 last month, and your body really can feel it. So, you know, to do 10, 11, whatever it is in that month of,
It's crazy.
not only that, but then it's every day we're, you know, you're packing up and traveling to a new city, and you're riding the bus 5-6 hours, then wrestling, and, you know, then going out to dinner with the sponsors, and you don't get into 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and, you know, you leave at 8 in the morning or something like that, and, you know, again, travel 4, 5, 6, 7 hours sometimes on a bus, you know, like I said, and then the matches, you know, it gets to you, and wrestling's not just about what you can do in the ring. You know, it's also mentally what you can take, and, you know, there's a lot of guys that are tremendous athletes, but if they come to a schedule like that, where they're having to live out of their suitcase and be away from home, be away from their families, you know, it could be mentally exhausting and take its toll on you.
Is that something you want to partake in terms of challenging yourself mentally? Because it's a physical grind, of course, but mentally you always have to stay sharp.
Yeah, you know, the G1's probably the most prestigious tournament in the world. You know, and to be a part of that would be amazing. And, you know, maybe this year, I don't know. You know, I guess we'll just have to see how the next few months unfold.
Well, I personally would love to see that happen, because I think the more he's in the ring, the more people see Chase Owens, especially with gold around that waist. That U.S. title is primed for this man. It would be a dream come true for the fan standpoint.
Chase, we're going to let you get back to partying with the fans and enjoying this Bullet Club block party again. Really tremendous turnout today. Chase Owens, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
Podcast.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.